starting at February 22nd, 2022 at 1:19 a.m. Okay, so we have the children are trying to corrupt the children. They're trying to corrupt their innocence early so they will have longer karmic lives. I got the name Anthony. And then I heard I'm addicted to you. They won't let you breathe. You're not obligated to tell anybody your personal moves. Sometimes the divine wants us to move in silence. Spiritual bracelet. Okay, so somebody may have a spiritual bracelet like the ones that I sell with like tassels on them or something. Okay, so there's nothing wrong with glamour magic. Okay, I wrote that February 22nd. There's nothing wrong with glamour magic like makeup, but someone is out here disguising themselves as a whole nother person. Like they're taking glamour magic to a whole totally different level. Like these motherfuckers are getting like plastic surgery and shit. Okay. So that was February 22nd. So where are we at with that? All right. No. Okay. I don't know if I want to say this until I do the actual reading on her, because I've been promising y'all a reading on Selena for a long time. I've been getting downloads about Selena for a long time. This one is February 28, 2022, 6:21 a.m. Selena concert where the girl is almost trampled was supposed to be a sacrifice unbeknownst to her. She stopped it. Y'all remember the movie, that part of the movie where the girl was about to get trampled in front of the stage and then she started singing Como la flor. So like the flower. Tanto amor me diste tú, se marchitó, me marchó. Sorry, that's my shit. Okay, so when she stopped it, see, that was supposed to be a sacrifice unbeknownst to her. Because y'all know Selena was very, well, y'all don't know this, but the energy, the downloads that I've been getting, she was a very pure soul. She did not want to do karmic things to get her way to the top. I'm seeing 222 on my timer. Thank you for the... She wanted to do things legit, the right way. She was very highly intuitive, okay, and very high vibrational, very strong spiritually. They knew this. The industry knew that they weren't going to be able to take her down. They knew that they weren't going to be able to get her to fall for any, that industry demonic bind your soul to this type of energy. So when she stopped it, that meant that whoever it was that put her up for sacrifice didn't deliver. Okay. Her level up and love/marriage was genuine. And the industry didn't like that. They couldn't put a puppet master on her. They did not like that they couldn't control her. They couldn't put a handler to her. They couldn't make her conform to, she loved her family and her friends and things like that, but she wasn't finna let nobody control her. And the industry did not like that shit. Her come up was genuine. People genuinely loved her. She had a genuine gift and talent, and they could not tap into it to control it or siphon off of it. So the only way that they could siphon off of that is if she was unalived and they trapped her energy after that. But, so someone in her team that wanted to boost them all, okay, fell for the okie doke. If they didn't get the souls they wanted or the energy, they took her. All right. So someone once saw as beastly was given a chance by someone who was an outcast, pushed to the side, played the background. Nobody paid attention to that person. All eyes were on this beastly person. Everybody was scared of that person because this person lashed out. They were always bullied. But that one earth angel gave that person a chance. And now the whole world is about to change. Somebody's about to see what a small act of kindness, how that can change their whole life. So somebody gave somebody a chance who was seen as like wild and crazy and scary. A lot of people feared this person. This person has a very dominant energy, personality. It has a lot to fear. You cross this person and, shit's not going to be sweet. This person could be in a high position of power, things like that. But somebody gave this person a chance and it was all that they needed. All right. And this is March 6, 2022, which was from, I just read y'all in my last intuitive message dump about the 6/6/2022 from my journal, where I was talking about how a lot of people who are on the spectrum or who are, they said are on the spectrum or have ADHD or ADD and things like that, they're not really on the spectrum, they're just highly gifted. So on this date, I wrote Dr. G, medical examiner. So take with that information what you will. I used to watch Dr. G all the time. She's a medical examiner. Okay, that's new. So there may be something coming out where they're trying to propose some sort of, because of the new age of Aquarius, and a lot more people are more accepting of like spirituality and things like that. I'm hearing they're trying to, this could be on like Travel Channel or one of those channels like that, that they're maybe trying to put out some sort of show, kind of like Dr. G, medical examiner, where, you know, this medical examiner investigates to see how someone passed away. It could be caused by suspicious circumstances, things like that. Now, either this medical examiner is also a psychic intuitive and is using those abilities on the show, using divination tools, pendulums, things like that, or this person has a psychic investigator on their team who goes out into the field, who touches certain things or comes in and feels certain energies or taps into certain energies or something like that. So there may be something like that going on in the works, in the making, entertainment industry, something like that. Somebody may steal my idea that I'm talking about it right now and say that shit. Who fuck knows? Okay. So I also have here on March 6, 2022, I am a siren. And then I put a little mermaid emoji next to it. And then we have up under that, FCCLA. That is a group or a club, more prominently in high school. Family, Career, and Community Leaders of America. I was actually in that club. In 11th grade, I was treasurer. And in 12th grade, I was president. Family, Career, and Community Leaders of America. I won like a couple of state competitions with them, which is pretty cool. The first year when I was treasurer, I won state gold in it was like childcare, something that I had to do with childcare, and presented in Virginia Beach. And then my senior year, I won silver making some like muffins or something like that, and I presented that. Maybe I should have went back and did the same thing I did the first year in that category, but whatever. So we have okay, I wrote a song, Bluebirds smiling at me, nothing but bluebirds do I see. So somebody's seeing a lot of bluebirds, or somebody's name could be Bird, things like that. I've been picking that up on that a lot, but somebody could be seeing a lot of birds. Okay, blue days, all of them gone, nothing but blue skies from now on. Okay. Okay, so there was a child singer or actor where a parent is still benefiting off of royalties. I don't know which parent it is, but one of those parents are still benefiting off of royalties, and they're not saying anything. So they're catching hell, they're catching karma, they're probably terminally ill, things like that. So that's why when they try to look into what's going on with this person and somebody tries to tell them, oh, this is spiritual attack, things like that, it's coming from this person. This could be like somebody catching karma for, like a parent, like I was saying, catching karma for continuing to siphon off of an adult child's energy from something that child did when they were a young child. So still trying to abuse their parental rights and powers and things like that. So they could be catching karma. If they get readings or anything like that done, it's going to show like, yeah, it's this person's energy that's doing it to you. It's just karma. It's get back for whatever this person has done to this person as a child. All right. So we have March 18th. A spiritualist in war with their own family member called on the death angel and then sat back to see if it would get to you so they could prove they were right about the heinous things that they said about you. They tried to have these people are calling on demons, death angels, demons, incubus, succubus, things like that, sending them towards you, energy projecting them toward you, trickster spirits, things that are supposed to, like, make people go insane, stuff like that. They're projecting these things, or paying for these things to get done, just so that they could be like, see, I told you this person was like that, but it's not. Okay. They want to try to have justification for what they have been doing to you, out of jealousy, out of spite, out of envy, out of bitterness, out of being unhealed. But none of that worked. Okay. There are even rules for lower vibrational beings. Okay, universal law goes for high vibrational and low vibrational beings. Okay, they cannot disrupt the balance of the universe by holding someone hostage. They can trick someone into being bound. There's a difference. Okay, so karmics are under judgment in low level court, earthly or 3D court, as well as magical 5D and ancestral court. All right, so I have Dylan texted. I don't know if somebody knows somebody named Dylan. Dylan texted. And then I have, there's a nanny cam and a stuffed animal. So something about Dylan texting and a nanny cam being in a stuffed animal. I'm seeing 1122 on my timer. And I just heard 5 months. So there could be nanny camera on children that are 5 months. Or a child. I said children. So children. Twins. Okay. So I have April 1st, LGBTQ Civil Rights Bill / law. I wrote that at 9:14 a.m. I would have to go back and see what that was all about. Okay. April 3rd, 2022, 7:57 a.m. Group, I don't know what this means. Group signs mix has dissolved. Too many individual issues to take care of. Oh, so these groups like the karmic groups, these families, things like that, they're starting to dissolve. They're having too many individual issues, like, because they're all catching their individual karma, so they're having to like deal with that shit on their own, and it's making it too difficult for them to come within the group, because not only have these groups come together to do things to you, divine masculine or divine feminine, but they've been doing shit to each other in the background. So they're having to take care of the karma that's coming along with all that shit too. Okay, so they created problems. They tried to project toward one person, and it's backfiring on every person's life. Okay, so what was that? Okay, psychic sponge absorbs all the powers of those. April 6, 2022, 8:45 a.m. A psychic sponge. So somebody's a psychic sponge. They absorb all the powers of those who have come against her. So this is a divine feminine. So people who have come against this woman, this feminine. And they're pointing me back to this high priestess moon card. This goddess is absorbing people's powers who try to come up against her. Okay? Downloads and upgrades. More men and couples following, but couples because the females are jealous, thinking I have their man under a. Okay, there we go. So like they was jealous. The real reason that they want him doing spiritual stuff is to bind to him. Someone got mad because divine masculine wasn't paying attention to them. They can't get close to the divine feminine to bind to him. So they're doing stuff to try to cause trouble between the divine masculine and divine feminine, like hitting him up from fake numbers, or hitting her up from fake numbers, trying to say that they was with the divine masculine when he was with the divine feminine. It's just pathetic behavior all the way around, right? So they tried to get a psychic to open up about themselves because they can't tap in or pay open up about themselves because they can't tap in or pay for it anymore. She's only uh she's only uh like revealing stuff she's already stated or that is public knowledge. They're trying to see how your intuition works, but they can't because you're a sponge. Um, so it doesn't work just one way. Like I said, you're a psychic sponge. So people who try to come up against you, divine feminine, you just absorb their power. And that's it. They just have like no clue how to tap into your energy at all or bind themselves to you. All right. They feel how powerful you are, but it hasn't been revealed to them like it has to you in its full form. So these people don't even know how powerful you are still. Because it ain't been revealed to them how it's been revealed to you, divine feminine or masculine. Okay. Um, they keep trying to experiment to see how they can study it, copy it, uh, steal it away from you, etc. They try to crunch numbers on how to, and what I mean by crunching number is like finding dates on certain shit and times and trying to figure out when exactly to do certain rituals and blah, blah, blah. Like, they're doing all this shit. These people are so smart, they dumb. Because they doing all this time to figure out something about somebody else that they could be figuring out about themselves. Okay. Uh, they try to crunch numbers on how much the full force is, but they can't because it's infinite. Your full force, there is no, oh, this person power goes to 10 and this person's power is this much, so if I use or siphon up this much power, then we can defeat this person. It don't work like that because your power is infinite. So there's no number above your power that they can get to try to overpower you. It's just not going to happen. Okay, so someone tried to taint your astral waters. Male group. I just heard go back and look at my Pluto returns reading. So go back and look at that. Okay, we definitely have like psychics and spiritualists and warlocks and witches and things like that that are running this country. These little motherfuckers that they got on TV talking about they your government. No, no. Okay, them not the motherfuckers that's actually running the country. So, all right, okay, so that was April 6th. April 7th, some sort of ritual was done. Graveyard ritual, I heard. And I just heard Hecate. Don't play around with her. Please don't. Look her up. Y'all know I've done a couple of Hecate readings. Hecate, some people say certain different ways. I've done a couple of those readings on here too. Look her up. She got us at a crossroads. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. May 1st, 2022. See? May 1st, 2022. The deities are tired of their energy being abused and misused. And I'm actually going to pull some read the room cards on that. Look, it's written all over your face. Binding. People trying to bind themselves to these deities. So they're tired of that shit. People have been holding certain energies hostage by constantly calling on them. There's a motherfucker who calls on Oshun and Yemeya so fucking much. If y'all don't let these deities just work with you and work through you, like most of the time, people don't like randomly call on the deity. Oh, I want to work with this deity, so I'm gonna. No, like the shit randomly comes to you. Like you'll know you work with Oshun if you start getting into your thing, and a lot of the things that you feel like compelled to do, like I want to buy a gold candle or a yellow candle, or I just want to buy some sunflowers, and I feel like doing something, giving an offering of honey and some sort of fruits or things like that, like. And then you start looking it up, like what are these things associated with, and you start finding out it's this deity or this energy or whatever it is, or this ascended master likes those things, or like I talked about before, you keep seeing spiders or white mares that could be associated with Loki. A lot of people think he's bad, he's not. Okay, or Hecate, or you see mice. You see elephants a lot, Lord Ganesha, things like that. Uh, Tapping into your Christ consciousness, so to speak. Um, so you find out these things, and then you start finding out, you start thinking like back, like, oh yeah, when I was younger or when I was a child. And if you start looking through your birth chart, you can see which gods and goddesses work with you and through you and what energies are easily. People be making up shit. They be like, yeah, you could call on these things. You could definitely do that. I'm not saying that you can't. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm not saying for some people that you're not supposed to. I don't know what certain religions and things like that do, but Y'all can't be abusing these motherfuckers. Like, it's some people that are really calling on these people, like I've named Oshun and stuff like that. It's there. It's like a trend now to be associated with that deity's energy, and it's like, do y'all even know who y'all fucking with? Because she would destroy your motherfucking life if you misuse her energy, if you abuse her energy. That get back is otherworldly, and y'all don't want that shit. Misuse and abuse Yemaya energy and find your fertility all the way fucked up. You not being able to produce shit until you make it right. And how the fuck you gonna do that if you don't want to tap into no high vibrational shit? If you don't want to take accountability, you see, this is the shit that these karmics are doing. They're calling on shit to make themselves look like they are high vibrational or spiritual. They're cloaking themselves in other high vibrational energy. Like I said, calling on these deities, uh, to get a little come up, a quick come up. These are people who you see constantly doing rituals. Constantly doing rituals. Okay? Pay homage in however way you pay homage. Set you up a little altar. Usually when we have an altar to a deity or an entity or something like that we find out is working with us, it starts off small. We start off with, because most of us don't know. We have to find out. That's what coming from up under the spell is about. That's what finding who you are is about. That's what doing your shadow work is about. Okay. So most people's altars even start off small, a statue or a crystal that's associated with that thing, or just lighting the incense or intent with your mind or something like that. But these people are legit. Like, yo, I think I want to work with Oshun today. So I'm going to go and buy and set up this big ass altar. Don't know what the fuck they're doing. And they're abusing this fucking energy, siphoning, pulling off of other people's energy who actually work with these deities and energies. Like I said, cloaking themselves in that energy so people who actually work with that energy can be like, I mean, it looks familiar, but in their spirit, they're like, you might want to look at that shit, right? So people have been holding certain energies hostage by constantly calling on them. They don't like that shit, man. I'm telling y'all, they don't like that shit. It's got to be a natural flow. But anyway, for low vibrational or selfish gain, calling on them for protection and stuff like that, cool. But like, these motherfuckers is calling on them for low vibrational or selfish gain. Like I said, they're calling on them for like money, power, fame. Okay, they're using certain death deities, such as, like I just said, Hecate. She is the deity of the crossroads of life, death, and rebirth. We have Santa Muerte, who is the patron saint of death and rebirth. Okay, we have the Reaper. Okay, I believe he's also like a crossroad energy, but I'm not too sure on that one because I don't work with the Reaper. I don't know what he does. I understand and respect that energy, so it also respects the energies that I work with. I've encountered Reaper energy, but it's like a energetic respect. That shit don't come nowhere near me. I don't go nowhere near it. I don't bother it until I'm guided to research more. So, and certain people don't work with certain deities. Like, your death deity might be Santa Muerte. Your death deity over there might be the Reaper. Your death deity over there, some might work with two or three. Some might work with only one. Like, y'all, it's different, y'all. Like, so people that's like finding stuff online and thinking that they using shit on people, that these people actually work with. Like, it's just, they don't understand the laws of the universe, and it's really fucking shit up. And people are not understanding why the world has gone to shit, or why America has gone to shit and all that other stuff. And it's like, because these motherfuckers is calling on shit. Okay? Um, they're jealous of or don't like. Okay, so they're using death deities to off people, and they are jealous of or don't like. Yeah, to off people that they're jealous of or don't like. And they're using water deities to torture others and energy harvest for money. It's disgusting. These energies are assigned on people's spirit team, yes, but the people abusing it have either experienced the energy when it would come work with them at a certain time in their life, or they learn about it online Like they were supposed to let that energy work with them and then release, because a lot of energies work with us daily. Some work with us repeatedly until other energy, like y'all just gotta get to know yourself. Get to know your 5D self, inner self, under self, over self. There's absolutely no way you can navigate through this shit with a sane mind until you get to know your inner self, your heart space, your under self, your lower vibrational self. So you get to know, understand, and heal that one, which would be chakras 1 through 3. 4 is the inner self. 5 through 7 is the over self. Okay. So everything they do with these energies becomes reprobate. Okay. So that would be, say, they're abusing these energies to make babies or to have some sort of fertilities and things like that. These babies are coming out, and I'm not saying this in a bad way, karmic and reprobate. Is forcing these people to learn lessons about playing around with fertility magic. Was that fortune teller joints and parlors go to? Hmm. I don't understand what that means, but okay. Somebody wrote fortune teller joints and massage parlors go together. I don't know what that means, but there probably is some psychics out here that's prostituting. Shit, I don't fucking know. I picked up on that energy a lot. Look at my previous readings. But we have, and there's also a lot of distractions coming out here too. Okay, Exhibit A. So we have everything they do with these energies becomes reprobate. The universe has hit the reset button and balanced things out. You'll see spiritual empires fall, and you'll know exactly who it was. When you know better, you do better. These people knew better and still abused their connection to the 5D realm. Foolish imbeciles. Woo. May 6th at 2:27 p.m. What I put? I told y'all about this Roe versus Wade. I want y'all to read that shit because I'm not playing. I'm not lying when I say I got fucking receipts about the shit that's going on right now. May 6th, 2:22 p.m. I told y'all about this Roe. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me flip the camera so y'all can see it the right way up. Okay. I told y'all about this Roe versus Wade crap 3 to 4 weeks ago. Y'all, everything I said in my last world reading is coming and has come true. The items on my website are how I've been tapping into the information I give y'all, as well as protect and cleanse me as I go through the war. We are in this together. Love will conquer all. I told y'all about that Roe versus Wade shit back in April. So go back and look at my world reading from April. Okay. I did read to y'all about this May 17th. I think I did talk to y'all in one of my intuitive message dumps about the burning bush, the tree of life, purifying by fire. See, water doesn't purify, fire does. That's why when y'all are cleansing and clearing out your energy and cutting cords and things like that, you do when you cut cords. A lot of people do a candle pyromancy, a candle ritual when they're cutting cords. Um, or they'll do just burn it, put it in the air. Okay, I told y'all before, if y'all burn leaves, if y'all burn tree, if that's how y'all connect to the 5D, because some people that's how you do it. That's how some people do it. I'm not gonna say that's the wrong way or that is bad or whatever it is, because natives, shamans, not only natives of America or indigenous of America, African, things like that, all different countries use herbs to tap in. Okay. Um, so purifying by fire, breaking the herb down, by putting together what you want with intention, blowing out what you don't need in the air, inhaling the new, things like that. So people put intention on their things like that, but somebody is cleaning up their DNA, not by water. See, these other people are thinking that they do a spiritual bath at the same time that you do. Oh, I'm gonna do a spiritual bath on this moon cycle, and such and such and such is gonna happen. Like, yeah, you do your baths too. 3003. I see on my timer, but at the end of the day, you purifying by fire. They about 6 7 months late on the purifying by fire, and now they're trying to scramble and do a bunch of like candle rituals and magic and all this other extra shit. All right, So y'all was having fun, but tightened up at the last minute for that portal. Bitterness lurking in the outskirts. Low vibrational ancestors are the hidden allies. You let me pull some cards on that one. Family. The low vibrational ancestors that y'all have are your hidden allies. You might not see them often, you may not feel them often, because there's karmic debt on the other side that they have to fulfill. Maybe they say for instance somebody was heavy into like street gang shit like that when they was here on the 5D, on the 3D. They crossed over, or they're killed or something, some sort of violence. They haven't had a chance to even learn about what their destiny was or whatever it was that they were supposed to do. um, maybe that was what they were supposed to do here or whatever. But when they cross, they go to the waiting room, so to speak, and then they are assigned to maybe another street member to be kind of like on their spirit team, like, hey, yo, dude, you might, that's that gut feeling that gate, because y'all know people in gangs and shit like that, people that's in the street people, like, have very high intuition. They get that gut feeling. I ain't going over there where all them people at. I ain't doing it. I ain't doing that. And they just so happen to miss a shootout or miss somebody trying to rob them or some shit like that. Like they get gut feelings about certain people, or like, nah, I don't want that dude around me, such and such. I don't feel right. That's because they were assigned like some gangsta ass like spirit guides. Like some of our spirit guides used to be people, and that's how they are atoning for that. That's what going to hell is. You coming back to earth as a soul that's got to deal with the shit that you was doing while you was here. Now you got to help somebody else get the fuck out of that. Have fun, you know what I mean? But we have your low vibrational ancestors are helping you. Okay, we have generous, we have Capricorn. Okay, so that's that devil energy, binding energy, things like that. We have twisted, so that would be a distorted energy. Fall. I thought the grass was greener. So somebody tried to trick somebody. Oh, somebody started working with low vibrational ancestors, because they thought that it would be easier to work with those low vibrations. Like, those are my family too. You know what I'm saying? I send that person over there, blah, blah, blah. But these people trying to do dirty shit with low vibrational ancestors, these low vibrational ancestors is, first of all, getting their asses handed to them by the high vibrational ones. And second of all, they're actually helping. Like I said, there's universal law. So they're doing what they can do uh, on their end. It's really, I don't know how to explain it any other way. Okay, look, I was right here all along. Okay, so we cleared that up. Karmics took when in Rome too far. Seen as a people pleaser by all. If you eat together, you speak together, and I know what the topic is. Okay, so what I mean by that is karmics, people pleasers. They want to be around everybody. Okay, things like that. Uh, you may see somebody might not understand why you're not talking to them, or why you feel back from being around them, things like that. It's because they eat together and still speak together with people who have tried to harm you. And yeah, if you eat together and you speak together, the topic of discussion is obviously me, because I'm the only thing that y'all two have in common. You know what I'm saying? So that's why a lot of people are finding out like they got cut off because they were associated with a karmic, not necessarily for anything that they've done, but because of who they like to associate themselves with, knowing what type of person that person was. Okay, so word witchery is backfiring big time during the Mercury retrograde. Okay, I saw a black dolphin with gold flecks all over it. I don't know what that means. Okay, I had a dream or a vision of someone being snatched away from me. They was on fire. Yes, I remember that. Okay. So I say dream or vision because I remember that I was awake, but I was like sitting down, like where I am right now, like on my bed. I was like just shuffling my cards. I had just woke up. I was doing like my morning affirmations, things like that. Um, and I legit, like, I felt like I was either like falling back to sleep. I don't know what was going on, or I was having some sort of daydream or a vision or whatever it is. It was like one of them "That's So Raven" moments. Like I was here, but I won't hear. Um, So I guess that's why it's called a daydream, because I was awake, but I felt like I was dreaming. But if y'all remember that movie Moana, remember when the mountain was on fire at first, and then she turned into like, you know, the nice green mountain lady, whatever. You know, them shits is true. But sleeping giants. So it looked like the one where it was a fire, when it was on fire. And it was like I had looked down at my arm like that, like I was in a totally black space, and I felt something like grab my arm and try to pull my arm like that. Uh, and when I looked, it looked like that thing, and it was on fire, and it had one arm gripping my arm, and it was like being snatched back while it was trying to pull my arm, and I snatched my arm like this, and then the thing like got pulled all the way back, like away from me. So it was trying to keep hold of me and attach itself to me, but it couldn't. Something snatched it away from me and like broke that um, attachment. And it's crazy because like right after that vision I had, my left arm was really sore right here, where it felt like somebody had snatched me, and I had like a bruise on my arm. So that was May 17th. So whoever tried to bind themselves to you or attach themselves to you with some shit, it didn't work. So let's get some. And dolphins are like ocean aliens, I swear. They use telepathic sonar, I believe, and communication. So we have waterfalls. I was just talking about that deity. Waterfalls, choose one, two truths and a lie. What is this? Catch 22, spiritualist. So it could have been a spiritualist that was trying to bind themselves to you. That was the only way that they could catch their messages and get their downloads and things like that, like I've been talking about. Talk to the hand. I said it was a hand. Get the strap. Heart chakra, fourth chakra. All right. The day of Mercury. Wednesday, the day of Mercury. And Archangel Raphael, that was one of the cards that I pulled in my first dump that I did today. So something about all of that is relevant, okay? It got sucked into the darkness. I was so happy as I was surrounded. I don't know by whom. They felt like love and happiness. Congratulations, they say. Then I'm plugged back into the matrix. So that was when I snapped back into here. Okay, we have Mars and we have Hype Man. So that could have been a masculine, a divine masculine loved one or crossed over. Yeah, they knew something wasn't right. All right. So 516, woke up from a nap around 11, said I see Archangel Michael Akashic Tarot card with the two children. Read the book and speaks of giving and receiving power and protection to two children. This comes the day after the twins made me three tarot cards. My twin bonus daughters, like out of nowhere, I should go grab them. Like my oldest daughter, I bought her a pack of blank cards because she likes to draw and do things like that. So I bought her back a pack of blank cards she asked me for, but she hadn't drawn on all of them. And so when my bonus girls came over, they were doing arts and crafts because they always do arts and crafts with my oldest daughter. They love doing that, like cooking and arts and crafts and things like that. So I came to like check on them. I'm like, hey, what are you guys doing? I come up in the front trying to see what kind of activities and stuff they got going on because I heard them up there. And they're like, here, I drew this for you. And I'm like, oh, okay. So my daughter had let her draw on the cards, and they drew things on the cards that were like, um, you can do it, and things like that. And I was like, one of them had like a giant flower on it. I was like, I'm finna put these in my tarot card deck, my personal tarot card deck. So those messages came after uh, receiving power and protection from the two children. This comes the day after the twins made me three tarot cards. A flower power card, that's what one of them said. One said you are strong, and one said you've got this. They are Virgo Taurus, just like me. So there's three of us, and three cards were made by the twins after I had got the message about Archangel Michael. protecting the twins or the two children. Okay. So they are Virgo Taurus, just like me, and they know nothing about tarot. Um, I don't do it in front of them. I don't speak about it. Nothing. They know absolutely nothing about tarot. They know about Uno cards and they know how to play Go Fish with regular cards and things like that, but they don't know about tarot at all. So the fact that they made me those cards, and they thought that they were just drawing on stuff and making little pictures for me. But to me, it was very sentimental and very valuable. So I'm adding those to my personal deck that I still haven't finished, that I've been making for probably about 6 or 7 months now. I'm gonna get back on it, y'all. I'm gonna get back on it. All right. So, uh, the okay, they are a Virgo Taurus like me and know nothing about tarot. The flower moon we just had, all the flowers I've been seeing. They also know nothing about the lion and strength symbols that I've been seeing for days during the meditation, for the fact that I Reiki heal my home consistently. I'm amazed and in awe of the universe at the same time. We went through the waters of the womb, rebirth of the universe, the great reset. When the red sky happened, and I had the dream of the dragon eye, the red eye butterfly, Singapore, Southeast Asia, 5/17/2022 was documented. All right. They thought they could siphon for a while. You know what? I'm going to go back to that. We're on May 17th of this year. But also, what I wanted to say, oh my God, the name Drew could be significant. Somebody's full name could be Andrew, nickname could be Drew, or it could be a female named Drew. That could just be her whole name, but Drew. And then y'all know a couple weeks ago I was getting those messages about Druid Hill Park. So, all right. We have Isis right here, resurrection, magic, and fertility. Just was talking about that, huh? So, resurrection, yeah, I will come back on y'all again. So this was just intuitive message dump. Y'all know I just talk and talk and talk. Look, Archangel Michael, when I split deck, he, I ain't saying nothing. I'm just saying something. Okay, who right behind Archangel Michael? Saint Bridget, Saint Dymphia, and Merlin. Alchemy, manifestation, magic, mental health, well-being, and support. Fire, passion, and growth. Everything I was just talking about. Archangel Michael, clarity, truth, and protection. All right. If nobody told y'all today, I'm gonna tell you I love you. Peace. I'm gonna get back together with y'all. But y'all know a spiritualist. Y'all know a spiritualist. We've been kind of like falling back, taking a time out. We've been on a vacation from doing a lot of the heavy work. Um, right now, because there's while everything in the universe is coming back into balance, there's been a lot of shifts and things going on, universal shifts, as seen with the Wheel of Fortune and the World card that came out here in my pre-shuffle. So um, but shifting to get right back in order. Yeah, I ain't supposed to know when though. All right, I love y'all. Peace.